ਲਿਬਰਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਸੱਤਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰ ਫੈਡਰਲ ਬਜਟ ਵਾਧੂ ਹੋਣ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ। ਉਹ ਵੀ ਜਲਦੀ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਸਗੋਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਰੁਕ ਕੇ ਵਾਧੂ ਹੋਣ ਦਾ ਸੰਕੇਤ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ। ਪਰ ਇਸ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਅੰਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕੀਤੇ ਗਏ ਮਿਨੀ ਬਜਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੰਦਵਾੜੇ ਦਾ ਖਤਰਾ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰਗਟਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ। ਵਿੱਤ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਟੀਆ ਫਰੀਲੈਂਡ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਹਾਊਸ ਆਫ ਕਾਮਨਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਾਲ ਇਕਨੋਮਿਕ ਸਟੇਟਮੈਂਟ ਜਾਰੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਦੀ ਨਾਲ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਲਾਗੂ ਕਰਨ ਸੰਬੰਧੀ ਬਿੱਲ ਵੀ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ। ਫਰੀਲੈਂਡ ਨੇ ਆਖਿਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੇਜ਼ੀ ਨਾਲ ਵੱਧ ਰਹੀ ਮਹਿੰਗਾਈ ਨੂੰ ਠੱਲ ਪਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਸੈਂਟਰਲ ਬੈਂਕ ਦੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਜਾ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਫੈਡਰਲ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਪਾਸੇ ਰਹਿਣ ਦਾ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ।
Pursuant to Standing Order 32-2, I have the honor to table, in both official languages, the Fall Economic Statement 2022. Pursuant to Standing Order 83-1, I would also like to table, in both official languages, a notice of a Ways and Means motion to implement certain provisions of the Fall Economic Statement tabled in Parliament on November 3rd, 2022, and certain provisions of the budget tabled in Parliament on April 7th, 2022. Pursuant to Standing Order 83-2, I would ask that an order of the day be designated for the consideration of this motion. I visited the port of St. John in New Brunswick and a family farm in Olds, Alberta, and in Dartmouth and in Brampton and in Calgary. I spent time with some of the truckers who keep our economy humming. The Canadians I spoke to were all so proud of our country. They were proud of the hard work they do every day to feed Canada and the world, to build our cars, to send our goods to global markets, to raise their children. But they were also anxious about whether our future will be as prosperous as our past, and anxious about paying the bills today. And that's where I want to start, with the high cost of living so many of us, so many Canadians are concerned about. I know that it has felt like just one thing after another since COVID first reached our shores. We turned the economy off, and then we turned it back on again. Vladimir Putin illegally invaded Ukraine, and now we're dealing with inflation. These are related, of course. Global inflation isn't created by the decisions of any one government alone, but by the combined aftershocks of 2.5 years of historic turmoil. It's important, as both the Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance, that I'm honest with Canadians about the challenges that still lie ahead. Interest rates are rising as the Bank of Canada steps in to tackle inflation. And that means our economy is slowing down. It means there are people whose mortgage payments are rising. It means business is no longer booming in the same way it has been since we left our homes after the COVID lockdowns and went back out into the world. That's the case in Canada,